Welcome to These Dates Be Crazy, dolls. So, I used to be a serial dater back in the days where I used to go on all these random dates with these guys because I was trying to find myself and find out who I really wanted to be with or whatever. So it was kind of fun at that time. Now it's kind of scary to go out with anybody because they be doing crazy things, child, But it was fun to go on these dates and stuff. So what I used to do was if someone called me or whatever and they wanted to go out, sure, right, why not? We used to go on a date and we used to get to know each other. If I like you, great. If I don't, then I keep it moving. So this particular date that I went on, most of the dates were funny, really, because one, my heart wasn't really in it. I wasn't really like looking for that one guy that I wanted to get married to. These were my younger years, and like it was just all in the fun, nothing serious. So I mean, it was what it was. And so this particular date that I went on, there was a phone call that I used to get randomly. I used to get these calls come in like 3 days in a row, and I was like, who is this person that keeps calling my phone nonstop? And I would not pick up because back in the days what I used to do was if I don't know the number, I'm not picking up. If I don't know your number, I'm not gonna pick up at all. Like that was just it. Unless like maybe it was like a client that I know, or like I'm not picking up your number if I don't know your number. What I wanted people to do was like leave me a message or send a text or something, and then if I know who the person is, then I was gonna respond. So I didn't pick up for those days, and the person kept on calling and calling. I was like, okay, like really, I was just about to block my number, and then the person decided to send me a text. So when they sent me a text and I was reading it, all I saw was boom. So I was like, okay, who is this? And the person was like, hi, how are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm well, thanks. How are you doing? And they were like, oh, they're okay, they're good or whatnot. I was like, okay, that's great. But who is this? And the person proceeded to telling me that their name was Paul. So I was like, Paul? Who's Paul? I don't know anybody by the name of Paul. Like back then, I never knew anybody called Paul. So it was kind of like so random to me. So I was like, Paul, where do I know you from? He said, oh, I met you at a club and you gave me your number. And that's why I decided to text you. So I was like, I don't remember giving out my number to anybody at a club. And he's like, yeah, you gave me a number. Like, and I was like, so, okay, can you send me a picture? And he's like, no, I'm not. No, I don't have no pictures right now to send you. So I was like, take a picture of yourself and send it to me. And he was like, no. So I was like, okay, maybe he's shy. So I'm not even gonna like, press him on that. And then I asked him, do you have Facebook? Back then, Facebook was what we're using. If I know your name on Facebook, I would just check you out over there. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So this guy kept on texting me and we kept on talking or whatever. And I mean, whatever I asked him, he would say, oh no, I don't have that on blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay, whatever. And we kind of texted back and forth for like a whole 2 weeks or whatever. We used to talk about random stuff. We're talking about TV shows, talking about other things that had nothing to do with anything, Well, just random conversations. He knew how to converse. It was okay, So one day he decided to message me. He sent me a text and he's like, wanting us to go out to the movies. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? As long as we're not going hiking or to any secluded place where there's nobody there, I'm okay with that because I'm still trying to get to know who this Paul guy is, right? So we set a date. He said, I'll pick you up at 6. I was like, okay, sure, why not? I got ready, did my hair. I do my own hair, so I did my hair, had my hair looking nice. I laid it nice, makeup done. I put on some nice outfit. I had on heels, but the heels wasn't even like some long ass heel. It wasn't a long heels. It was like, those mini kitten heels type thing. Because I know I'm going to the movie, so I didn't want to wear any shoes that was gonna like, suffocate me while I'm sitting down watching or going up and down the stairs in the theaters. So I was like, okay, sure. So I got ready. He texted me and he's like, oh, I'm downstairs. And I was like, okay, sure. I'll be down. So I stepped down And I was like, wait, which car is it? Because I'm seeing 3 cars here. And back then I was one of those girls that if your car don't look good, I ain't stepping in that. No sorry. I used to be that shallow. If the car don't look good, I ain't going in. Okay, all right. So I saw 2 cars there, and then there was another car. I was like, which one? I see a blue and a black. Is it a white car or which one, you know? And he's like, oh, it's the white car that's there. So I was like, okay, sure, why not? It was a nice sports car. And I was like, okay, I see how you're rolling, not bad. So I got into the car, and I see Paul for the first time, and I was like, hi, Paul. And he's like, hi. And it was like we kind of reintroduced ourselves. So he was there talking, and while he was talking, I'm there looking at him like he was kind of a little too close to the he was too close to the dashboard. So I was like, what's going on? Does he wear glasses? Maybe he can't see properly. What's going on? Why is he so close to the dashboard? And I mean, his hands were like kind of short too, but I'm thinking maybe because he's so close to the dashboard, that's why his hands were like short. And because, you know, when you're so close, you have to kind of like hold on to the steering wheel like this, so it makes your hands look a little short, which was kind of still weird, but I wasn't like, you know, giving it too much thoughts. So we were just having conversations back and forth or whatever. I'm looking out the window, I'm thinking to myself, this doesn't look too right. Like, anyways, maybe he needs glasses. I don't know, maybe he left his glasses at home or whatever the case is, and that's why he's so close to the dashboard. So we get to the theaters now, and I come out of the car, and I'm waiting for this Paul guy, to come out of the car. And I'm standing there just waiting, and he's like, oh, like, are you coming? So I was like, wait, what? He already came out the car and I didn't see him. So I was like, okay, that's weird. So anyways, he comes around to where I was while I was walking towards the back of the car. And he was already out the car and I did not see him. Like, he was a legal midget. He's like really short. I'm not that tall. I'm like 5 foot nothing. With the heels on, I was probably like 5'1", not even 5'0.5" or something, you know? And this guy was already out the damn car. He was out the car and he was waiting for me and I didn't see him. So I was like, hold up. I mean, no way. Because back then too, I was that girl that would only talk to guys that are 6 foot something, and that was all I talked to. The shortest guy I would talk to was like 5'11" or something. But now I went way below my height, which was 5 foot nothing. And this guy is like, yo, let's go to the theaters. And I'm while we're walking there, in my head, I'm like, wait, no, that's not what I like. There's no connection. There's no feelings like around this. And I wasn't feeling him. I wasn't feeling the day. I was just like, all of a sudden feeling sick. Weird to say now. I laugh about it now because like it was so stupid, you know? And like for me to even get sick over that, right? Not get sick over the fact that he's so short, but the whole situation was just making me feel a little sick. So we we get to the theaters and he's like, oh, what movie do you want to watch? Oh, there's this, there's that. My brain was like running so fast, I didn't even know what was going on. All I can think about is this guy's so short. Like, why? What? How did I? Like, that's why. And I'm thinking that's why he didn't want to send me no picture. That's why he doesn't have Facebook. That's why, like, you know, but my whole thing is, let me know before you pick me up. You know what I'm trying to say? Anyway, so while we're standing there, he's asking me, what movie do I want to see? Like, and I was like, this ain't gonna work. You're gonna have to take me back to where you picked me up from, honey, because this ain't it. So I told him straight up, I'm not feeling this. I don't wanna continue on with this date. So let's go back. So he drove me back respectfully, and that was that was it. He texted me to let me know he was home safe, and I was like, okay, that's good to know. And he kept on texting, like, you know. So I just had to let him know straight up, Paul, this is not gonna work. This is not, you're not my type. And that was it. Like, you know, it was one of those things that it was funny to me. It's funny now, but back then, you know, when you're young, you're kind of foolish, we'll say. and you know, you like what you like. And I didn't even get to know this guy that well because of his height. I was like, okay, no, like it's not gonna work out. So I kind of ended it there. He text me and call me. And I mean, I'm not trying to add you onto my friends. I had too many friends at that time. So I just said, you know what? Yeah, this is it. I just blocked and deleted his number, and that was it. Now, coming to find out how he got my number. He actually got my number from a friend of mine, okay? And this friend, this friend thought, oh yeah, I'm just sending you up on a nice day. He's a nice guy, whatever. So, you know, try him out. You never know. But at least tell me, let me know. Give me a girl code. Give me a heads up. Let me know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Don't just blindly. It's like I went on a blind date, really. Don't blindly put me on a date and then expect me to like it. And it was so weird because my friend knows that I had a type at that time, and she still insisted on letting me go on this date. But anyways, I kind of see, now that I'm older, I kind of see where she was coming from, because I was too into looking at the outside and, you know, what the person looks like and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't really get to know these guys. So I guess she wanted me to, like, you know, take a step back, get to know somebody, find out how cool they are, find out how nice they are, and maybe we might have something good going. But hey, I mean, that was one of my crazy dates. Tune into the next crazy one. Trust me, it gets crazier and crazier. All right, tune into the next one, and we shall see then. All right, Dolls Collect. We're collecting all our problems and fixing it one problem after the next. All right, take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.